Hello, I'm Timdiana, and I'm not here to endure it in search for credit. If you're interested in my reviews, you can always wait till next week or just watch an old review. Simple as that. That aside, I would like to talk about something else, or I should say, someone else. You know, every now and again you've got this individual who shapes a particular subject, and in this case I'm talking about internet reviews. Now, if you've seen the site of Manic Expression, then you'll know that there's quite a few of us out there. And that's not to mention the sites such as Reviewers Unknown or That Fellow in the Coat. But of all the names, of all the video reviews, there is one personality to which this entire genre would not be the same without. And no, it's not him. I'm talking about this man. This character who needs no introduction, but's getting one all the same. Roll it.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Do I need to say anything else? If you know the internet reviewing world, then there's no doubt that you know this man. Through his antics of yelling at films and his enormous expressions, the Nostalgia Critic has left a never-ending impression on the World Wide Web. Whether he was reviewing a crappy childhood film or trying to take over the world, the Nostalgia Critic has captured many viewers through comedy and clever writing. Now you might be wondering to yourself, why is it that I'm talking about good old Critic when you just watch his latest episode on thatguywiththeglasses.com? Well, it's because, well, there's no easy way to say it. There is no more Nostalgia Critic. He's gone. I can't believe I'm saying that. Maybe I should be a little bit more clear. Because of the events of The Boldly Flee, which you can now see on the web, the Big Time Video saw the end of the Nostalgia Critic. Originally, when I heard this, I naturally assumed it was rumors and speculation, but it turned out to be true, as it was confirmed by Doug Walker himself, which left me saying something like this. After 4 years of entertainment, I thought there would be no better way to honor Doug Walker than pay homage to his critic personality. And yes, we are breaking the fourth wall on this one, just so you know. So join me, as well as many other members of the Manic Expression community, as we give our 2 cents to a character who we would not be the same without. This, my friends, is a tribute to the Nostalgia Critic.
Hello, hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. Hello, hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. Do you have some change? Do you have some change? It's true, I want to complain. Do you go to Walker? Mind you, and I know you all do. Go to Walker, it's true.
Now, no matter what the intentions were of the Nostalgia Critic, there is no denying that the internet reviewer had an effect on people in various ways. And to prove my point, just listen to some of the community of Manic Expression as they give their thoughts and memories of the Nostalgia Critic.
I am now.
I remember the Batman and Robin review. I think was the first one I ever saw, and I laughed so hard watching it. I think I immediately watched it a second time as soon as it was over, because I had never seen the ass that movie was summed up so perfectly. And he had such a string of perfect videos in those early days. Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, and even the drug PSA one, which I thought, oh my, I remember those videos. I remember those goddamn commercials. Thank God somebody else is talking about them and bringing them up, and I can laugh at them again as an adult.
I can remember my very first Nostalgia Critic review. A friend of mine from college had sent a link to me, and with nothing better to do that night, I clicked on it to see what the fuss was about. I must have laughed myself silly. It was his review of Captain N the Game Master, and I watched that at least half a dozen times. Afterwards, I moved on to other reviews and other reviewers on the site, but I never really forgot about that one review that brought me to the channel in the first place.
Doug Walker, your work as the Nostalgia Critic has entertained me for years and inspired me as well, which is pretty obvious by the direction my reviews have taken. I look forward to everything that you bring to the internet for years to come.
I want to say that I have a huge respect for Doug Walker and all he's done. In 2009 and 2010, I was having kind of a rough time of it because what I thought was going to be my career fell through, and I was kind of aimless and directionless and didn't really know where I was going to go with my life, and maybe I still don't. But I found some things to fill the void, and internet reviewing and things, and all my friends at Manic Expression, and I wouldn't have any of this stuff that brings me such joy, that sort of keeps me, you know, sane, if it wasn't for people like James Rolfe and Doug Walker, who, you know, recently retired his character in Nostalgia Critic, and that's an impressive thing to me. You know, if I ever met the man, I'd certainly shake his hand and thank him for all he's given us. And so I will do something I do not do. I will take off my hat to him, so you can see my strange head of hair, and I doff my chapeau.
I just wanted to say thank you, Doug Walker, for all the years of laughter you gave me. I look forward to your reviews every week. It was always something to look forward to, even if the days have been crappy, and I wish you best luck in your newest endeavors.
Doug, thank you for being an inspiration to myself and countless other internet reviewers on the internet. If it wasn't for you, the reviewing world would not be the same. Let's put it that way. I mean, I know that you probably technically weren't the first internet reviewer, but you were the first one that a lot of people saw, and that a lot of people, you know, get inspired from.
Hey Doug, I just want to say thank you for all the hours of entertainment you've given us as the Nostalgia Critic, and just best of luck with your future projects.
And now it's time for something a little different. Like the other contributors to this video, this man has his own individual feelings and thoughts on the Nostalgia Critic, but would like to express them in his own way. Ladies and gentlemen, Les.
Hello, I'm Les. I remember it because, well, I'm Les. You know, all joking aside, Critic, I wanted to add my 2 cents to this video because, you know, you really made a difference in my life at a point when I was really depressed and I needed to laugh hard. And you made me laugh harder than I've ever laughed watching anybody else on the internet. So I'd like to sing you a song because that's my specialty. And it'll be a goodbye song since you're retiring the character. But it'll be a song that's filled with hope that we will see each other again. So, a simple song by Semisonic called Closing Time.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Open up the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn up all the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Time for you to go back to the places you will come from. Closing time. This room won't be open till your brothers and your sisters come. So gather up your jackets, move
moving to the exits. I hope you found a friend. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. And I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Open up the doors and let you out into the world. I know who I wanna take me home. And I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Thank you, Les, for the song. And I think that about covers it. We've gone through bloggers and producers' thoughts on Critic as well as a music video. That should wrap things up. There you go. That's our tribute video, everyone. Thanks for coming. Excuse me. What? I do believe you are forgetting something. No, I got everything. We got the bloggers and producers giving their thoughts. We've had a music video. What else is there? Why, you. Me? But I have been contributing. I've been hosting this thing. And I put it all together. What more do you want from me? What else can I do? Oh, I think you know what to do. So, how was the Nostalgia Critic? Well, I'll be the first to admit what many have already said on this video. The Nostalgia Critic was my inspiration. If I never saw that review of Batman and Robin back in the summer of 2008, I may never have found my passion in reviewing films, or had the chance to find my way to Manic Expression. Nostalgia Critic inspired me as much as he entertained me. But does that mean I found him perfect all the time? No, but then again, what internet reviewer is? Even with the flaws, Critic was always entertaining, whether he was going through the motions or trying something new. It is said that all good things must come to an end, and sad to say, internet reviewers are no exception to that statement. Though this does end a chapter in internet reviews, the inspiration of Nostalgia Critic will never be forgotten, whether he's entertaining aspiring writers or just inspiring a young theater student finding his way. With that, I give the Nostalgia Critic the highest respect that I can give anything. Thanks, Critic.
Thank you, Nostalgia Critic.
Goodbye, Nostalgia Critic.
Thank you.
Thank you for 4 years of Nostalgia Critic, though. And thank you also for proving that you don't need to be part of a huge company to be entertaining. For that, I shall raise my hat to you, and I shall also tip my glass.
The demo yoga is awesome.
So long, Critic.
Shout out to Rob Walker, too.
I'm Timdiana, and for the first and only time from this internet reviewer, he's the Nostalgia Critic. He remembered it so you didn't have to.
Of the nostalgia critic. Oh, the irony. I hope it will never stop. Or else I will be nostalgic. Of the nostalgia critic. Oh, the irony.
You know, when when you add up the fact that Spoonie has left the site, the Nostalgia Critic is retiring, and Snooki has reproduced, suddenly the mines aren't sounding that far off.